Good evening. Welcome to our June meeting. We have no new members here tonight. So we can go on down here. Minutes from the May meeting are on our website, broken down in business and programs. So if you want to check out anything we voted on or did last month, you can go there. John, are you ready for the treasurer's report?
Yes, I am. How many guys you got in the room?
You got
100.
Hundreds, okay.
13.
That's what we need. Okay. And we got 20 on Zoom. So let's see, treasurer's report. Can you guys all hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. We started the month of May with $5,080.56. We spent $250 on the second grinder setup that Ron found, $65 on booking the pavilion for the picnic next month. We spent $82 on wood sales and $60 in dues for a total income of $142, leaving us with $4,907.56. So that's the current bank balance. We've also been going over the Tool Committee's report on what we need to buy to properly equip the teaching lathes that are in the studio. Their total, I'm going to come to a motion here, so I'm going to be making a motion in a minute, but I'm going to talk it up for a second. Their total is $993, and the executive's gone over that, and we agree that that stuff needs to be spent. We also noticed that there's no tool rests and no lights for the lathes. Now, we may get by swapping tool rests around, but we're going to need to buy some lights. So a little more money than the 900 is going to need, or than the 993 is going to need to be spent. Plus, that 993 is going to incur about $70 in sales tax, plus whatever freight we incur. So the other thing going on there is we have spent $614.58 on materials for the 3 lathe stands that Barry built, plus $50 for some stuff we got from Kaufman Kitchens to go with that. So all of that adds up to just over $1,700. So I'm making a single motion here that the club authorize the spending of $2,000 on shop equipment, and that money will first of all go to pay off the bills we've already incurred for the lathe stands, and then we'll authorize the tool committee to go and buy the stuff that they have on their list, and then we'll be left with a couple of $100 there available to the tool committee to spend as they see fit over the next couple of months without needing another money vote. So that's the motion. Do I have a second to spend $2,000 on equipment for the studio?
I'll second it.
Okay, Barry, you want to call a vote here? Or discussion first, I guess. Any discussion or questions?
Hey, John, it's Mike. Has everybody seen or had access to the spreadsheet? Have we shared the...
Spreadsheet's been available on the website. It's been available for quite a while. If anybody feels they need to have some time with it, we can delay 2/3 of that vote. We do need to reimburse Barry, so I can break it into 2 votes if you want to do that.
No, Mike, but the reason I'm asking is, as we have some of those line items, we had said, hey, somebody might have an extra one or so on and so forth. So maybe we share, I think we go for the full vote of 2K and then share the sheet and ask around and see if anyone might have some extra tool rests or some extra whatever we're looking for.
I think we kind of already did that without getting a whole lot of action on it. But if anybody is feeling that they want time to do that, let's break the vote into 2 parts.
Well, the tool rests are, what are they, 3/4 or 5/8? But they're a little bit unusual.
Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, they don't swap around real well.
Yeah, being part of the group, I didn't know if the entire club had access to that, where they could say, hey, I've got a couple extra things in the box or 2. I think we should vote on the 2,000, and before we spend, or as we spend, ask the club to give access to the spreadsheet and say, hey, if you got anything extra you want to donate, that'd be great. That's all.
We did that in sort of a casual way twice recently, but I didn't nobody made a concerted effort to have everybody look at it or receive a printout of it or anything like that. It's there as a Google Doc. I think what we ought to do is send the link to that out again after this meeting, so anybody who wants to go and look at it should do that, and get in touch with the tool committee right away. If there's something that you want to kick in that the club doesn't have to buy, that'd be great.
Hey, Matt, if you could send Don or me or both of us the dynamic spreadsheet.
No, I have the link. I can post. I can give the. Tom has it too. Tom can send it out with his again with his minutes with his notice after this meeting.
Okay.
John, may I
I guess
suggest that you had a motion and a second, and I've heard nothing to say you shouldn't go forward, and go forward with your vote.
Yeah.
Okay, Barry,
Right.
you want to call? You want to call the vote?
All those in favor of expending $2,000 of our $4,900 balance for the tool committee, show of hands, please. You guys out there on Zoom too? Anybody opposed?
Okay.
Is that one opposed or just a slow hand withdrawal?
That
Okay.
was Shilikian being slow, I think. Yeah.
Anyhow, it's unanimous, so we're going to go ahead and authorize that. And
Okay, so we'll put that all back to Matt. We'll put it all back to Matt as chairman of the tool committee then to carry out the motion.
Okay.
All right, and helping out on the tool committee thing, I'm standing behind one of the lathe stands that were made. There's two more. One can't be used just yet.
Spin around.
There's the other one, just like this, a mini lathe. Basically, it's a 6-inch deep drawer and just an open bay bottom and kick type caster wheels. So it's down on its feet or it's movable. And then back at the rear is the larger jet lathe. I have a sign on it right now that we can't use it because we modified it. Ben and I came up here last week and modified it to the shortcoming of realized that the lathe was sitting too far back and you couldn't do a lowered handle heel on bowl turning. So we moved it, but now it's kind of front heavy. We got to put about 100 pounds of sand in the rear of the bottom, or we risk having it fall over on the operator. That's generally bad. Mid-Atlantic Wood Turning Symposium. Is Ron Sheehan out there online? I guess not.
I don't see him. No.
I was going to ask Ron, I'll ask him by email, to put together a list of how many volunteers we need for each operation, if you will, for pickup and delivery of the equipment and for putting it in place at the Marriott, and then for taking it down and finally bringing it home. Doug Reeser has agreed to be the load master, if you will. We had an incident last year that it could have been a whole lot worse, if you will, and there was some carelessness on unloading the equipment. And Doug has done this before, and he's going to help us again with keeping us straight on the unloading. So if you either want to communicate with me or Ron on volunteering to work one of the shifts, and I'll try and get a list out of him this week on what he needs.
Do you have the dates for Mid-Atlantic?
Sorry?
Do you have the dates for Mid-Atlantic? What day is it?
September 23rd, something like that. I've already paid for it, but I forget.
Whatever the Friday,
late
Saturday,
September.
Sunday is the last one.
Okay. the July picnic. Because our regular meeting date of the first Tuesday falls on July 4th, we voted last month to, rather than have the picnic on the 5th, just go ahead and move it forward 1 week. So it'll be on Tuesday, July 11th. And the Secretary, Tom, will be sending out a map with the location of where the pavilion is outside of Lidditz. Same pavilion we had it in last year, and the year before was a different pavilion, but same park. And I was gonna,
Barry, Alan Miller here. What time is that picnic?
typically it's advertised as being starting at 5.
Thank you.
I guess food generally is not done, like the hamburgers and hot dogs are not ready to eat until maybe 5:45, but people will be expected or would like to show up at 5 or a little thereafter, get things underway. And we are going to be having a repeat of the flying disc contest, frisbee contest. I don't know if Mike would be entertaining us with more lights on his semi-flying brick.
Hey,
I will no doubt win again. What I do.